Thinking of working abroad as a healthcare professional? Let's help you with that. Hi, my name is Fred Sampang, PHRN, USRN of Visa Solutions Healthcare. I'm your nurse on duty. You've got questions, we've got answers. Welcome to Ask ABBA, a segment where they break down the ins and outs of overseas application process. I'm Fred, the Director of International Healthcare at Visa Solutions Healthcare, and one of ABBA's trusted partners in helping Filipino nurses build their careers in the US. Today, I'll be answering some of the most frequently asked questions about what it takes to start your journey as a USRN. We all know the US is a dream destination for many Filipino nurses. Bakit nga ba? Of course, there's the competitive salary, career growth, a path to permanent residency, and most importantly, a chance to build a better future for your family. It's the American dream that many of us have held on to. But behind that dream is a journey that calls for clarity, commitment, and the right guidance. So today, we're giving you straight answers to the questions that matter most for aspiring USRNs. Starting with this one. Question 1. How do I become a USRN? So that's a great question and one we hear all the time. So to become a USRN, you have to, number 1, have a bachelor's degree in nursing. Number 2, a licensed and active nurse in the Philippines. And number 3, have at least 2 years of current bedside experience to qualify for the US hospital you're applying to. While working, you can start preparing for and eventually pass the NCLEX, which is the licensure exam required for the nurses in the US. Next, you'll need to find a US employer who can sponsor your visa along with completing other requirements like the English proficiency exam and the visa screen. This is where ABBA and VSH come in. We connect you with hospitals and healthcare facilities in the US and support your application every step of the way. An example here is our employer in the state of Alaska. So it's a very big hospital which you can apply for. After finding an employer and securing the required documents, you'll move forward with visa processing, usually under the EB3 immigrant visa, like what we offer here in Visa Solutions Healthcare. This type of visa offers permanent residency and in the future, US citizenship. It might sound like it's a lot, but you don't have to go through it alone. We're here to guide you through the entire process. Now for question 2. What if I fail the NCLEX? Alam mo, valid talaga yung fear na yan. Failing the NCLEX can feel like a major setback. The NCLEX is very different from the exams we're used to. It's not about memorization, it's about critical thinking. Even great nurses can find it challenging. If you don't pass, don't worry. You can retake the exam. The most important thing with NCLEX is that you should be prepared when you take it. With VSH and ABBA, we partner with the best NCLEX review centers, which have the experience of preparing nurses for this test. The key here is compliance and commitment to your review program. Ultimately, your goal is to pass the NCLEX as early as possible so we can already file your I-140. Make this as your motivating factor. VSH, ABBA, and your review center are all here to help you and support you. Question 3. Do I really need a bedside experience before applying? Short answer, yes. You really do need a bedside experience before applying. Most US hospitals prefer nurses with at least 2 years of clinical experience, ideally in the area of specialization. The US hospitals are not discriminating against those without bedside experience. The reason why they ask for an experience is that this makes the training or the adjustment period for the nurses shorter. The faster the adjustment period, the better is the adaptation of the nurse. Culture and practice shock would be far lesser. Okay, fourth question. Do I need to spend a lot of money to apply as a nurse in the US? This is really a common concern, and it's completely understandable. Yes, there are some costs that involve when you begin your USRN journey, such as review classes, the NCLEX exam, English tests, credentialing, and documents processing. But here's the good news. VSH offers support along the way. We reimburse you with many of these expenses once you're hired. And in some cases, we even shoulder parts of the process early on. So yes, there are costs at the beginning, but you won't have to go through it alone. There's support system in place to guide you step by step. And when you think about the long-term rewards like career growth, financial stability, and a better future for your family, it's definitely worth it. For the last question, what's one mistake I should avoid as an aspiring USRN? One common mistake, trying to do everything all at once. We understand the excitement, the pressure, and the eagerness to move abroad right away, especially when you're thinking about finally being able to bring your family with you. But when you're jumping between agencies, rushing your NCLEX prep, submitting incomplete requirements, or applying without enough bedside experience, it usually leads to delays and frustrations. It's better to take things one step at a time. Choose one agency you trust, stick to a clear plan, focus on doing each step properly before moving on to the next. Remember, never ever jeopardize your international career just because you wanted instant gratification. There might be agencies out there that will promise you fast deployment, but don't be fooled. Always do your research and always stick to legal and ethical recruitment agencies like VSH and ABBA. Success doesn't come from doing what is fast. It comes from doing it right. When your goal is to build a new life for you and your loved ones, it's worth doing the process the right way. Becoming a USRN isn't easy, but it's so worth it. And you don't have to do it alone. And if you're ready, we're ready. ABBA and VSH have helped aspiring USRNs take this path. Let's help you get started. So that's all the questions for today's Ask ABBA. Thanks for watching. But if you have more questions, drop them in the comments below or DM us. We might just feature them in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's next.